Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is a video to just go into Israel was also called strangers. Because it's two type of strangers as well as two type of Gentiles in the Bible, right? You have strangers, which are the other nations, they call strangers. And you also have Israelites that were called strangers. Because they foreigners to that land. You feel what I'm saying? So you have Israel getting called strangers as well in the Bible. So you got to understand when the Bible talking about the strangers, which are the other nations, and you also got to realize when he's talking about the strangers, which are the Israelites, you got to understand the difference because he's not always talking to the heathen when he says strangers. Same thing with the Gentiles. He's not always talking about, we know he's not. In Paul's letters, he's not talking about the other nations. He uses Gentiles, you know what I'm saying? But it's two types of Gentiles. We know that it's two types of Gentiles in the Bible, so you can't think he always talking about the heathen when he go into Gentiles because, Israel was called Gentiles too because they were following I'll make a video on that next, but they following the other nations. They following the custom of the other nations, so they were called Gentiles as well, right? But I'm just going to show you some scriptures, just a few scriptures to show you that Israel is indeed, some of the Israelites were called strangers in the Bible, right? It's Exodus chapter 22, verse 21. Thou shalt never vex a stranger, nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. So we know who were strangers in the land of Egypt. Who was in Egypt serving captivity? The Israelites. We were strangers in that land because we're not really from that land. We're really technically from Jerusalem. So you had people that were strangers in that land. You feel what I'm saying? So that tells you right there that Israelites can indeed be strangers, bro. Not just the heathen, but you have Israel that was also called strangers. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the only people that was in the land of Egypt serving slavery that we're going to. Let me see. This ain't gonna be no long video. Just to show people, you know what I'm saying, that Israel was called strangers, right? The Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 19 in the law. Love ye therefore the stranger, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Just going into it again, man. So you supposed to, hey man, it's going to, hey, love the strangers, but love your people, because we the same. You feel what I'm saying? We was once slaves in Egypt as well. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta love strangers, which are your brethren, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to love your brethren. So, then fled Moses, this Acts 7:29. Then fled Moses at this saying that was a stranger in the land of Madian, where he begot two sons. So we know Moses was a stranger. Moses was clarified as a stranger, but we know Moses was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. You feel what I'm saying? So that tells you right there that you have Israelites were called strangers. In the law, we know the law is talking about the Israelites. When they say love you, therefore the strangers, talking about the stranger of your people, because we know the law. Who was the law given to? You know, so who was the Torah talking to the whole time? The Israelites. Talking to the Israelites. So you supposed to love your brother that's a stranger. He might not be where you from. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta love that brother because he's still your brother, right? Check this out, right? Then my last precept, I'm gonna close out on this one. Short little video through the spirit. All videos, some brothers think videos have to be long for you to, feel like you edified. No. Hey, man, the spirit might not want you to have a long video. Every video don't have to be long for you to edify somebody. It can be 4 minutes. As long as you edifying the people, man. As long as you got the topic, hey, you straight. You don't have to be a long video all the time through the spirit. This First Chronicles 29:15. It says, "For we are strangers before thee and sojourners, as were our fathers." You feel what I'm saying? See that? As were our fathers, because you had a lot of people that wasn't, that were strangers. They wasn't in the land. They was born in other parts. You know what I'm saying? Other cities. You feel what I'm saying? So they wasn't in the land, so they would be called strangers. Like, they might not be doing some of the stuff, the customs that we do. That's